All right, guys, it's R129 time. It's time to take the top off. So what I do, I just have this this harness here. I've had it in other videos. 4 straps. I call it the octopus. I don't know if you can still find these online. Just search out harness for hardtops. They use them for different types of cars, you know. I think even Jeeps. Yeah, the last time I used it, one of these buckles cracked. I think maybe I forget which one there. But anyways, and so it allowed some slack in the top. I had it up and then went to let it down, and I guess that cracked it, and it just went beep like that. Didn't fall off, but scared the crap out of me. So on Amazon, I found these on Amazon, so I got some extra ones. I really don't like it because it's plastic. I wish I would have bought metal ones instead of plastic ones. I think they got little teeth on them, kind of. Maybe not. Anyways, it's sketchy, but you know, it's what I got. So I just hook it up, one on the back, one on the front, one on either side right here. I hook it up to that hook right there. Hook that to the big center, and it lifts it up. I can either let it up or bring it down, and I'd rather bring it down and put it away because it's just this giant monolith that, you know, you can hit your head on. Anyways, I'm going to take the top off because the temperature here now is 89 degrees in April, which is sweet. So I want to get the top off. I want to clean the interior a little bit. It's real hard cleaning these interiors because it's real cramped in there, you know. If you're about this high, maybe it'd be a lot easier, but I'm not that high. I would like to just clean the interior, get my steam cleaning equipment, and just kind of clean some of this stuff, you know. This seat belt, see, it's a little bit lazy. See how slow it goes? So I'm going to try something that I saw on the internet, and that's cleaning this belt, because the belt, I guess it gets all your body grease and all your hot sauce and candy and everything else, and probably more finger oils. It gets on there and it slows it down, supposedly. I always thought every Mercedes I've had, you know, 90s era, they all do this. My son's does it too. And you have to kind of like feed it back in a little bit. But supposedly, if you clean all that grease off of there and then you let it dry, stretch it out, clamp it, wash it in a bucket, then let it dry, you know, and that brings it back to where it retracts faster. Anyways, that's what I want to try. Okay, I got it off. Put this on here because you can see that the pins want to travel sometimes. You can scratch it. Yeah. And there's the wonderful top. Kind of a pain in the butt. I know that the rear strap, that thing broke when I had to remove one of these. Anyways, it looks just like this. I had to take this yellow thing off to be able to put one of these on there, and I just restitched everything like a bunch of times like that. But I go to put it on, and it was up like this instead of down like that. So I had to twist it, and this, you know, the strap got a twist in it like that. So the whole thing was kind of cattywampus when I was taking it off. I was going, oh my God. So I got to take it all apart and re-sew that the right way. So now I'm just going to do my routine. So now I got to go into the dungeon over here. I've got a stand right there. Kind of rickety, but it's been working for 10 years. Just tighten the screws on it, bring it up, put it on that, wheel it in there up against the wall, tie it back in case there's an earthquake or it decides it wants to fall. And now it's in convertible mode, you know. It's the first time the top's been off. Yeah, I need to maybe treat a little bit, but first when you think about it, you know, there's a 30-year-old car. Luckily, the previous owners weren't into cleaning. I mean, they kept it clean, but it was not, you know, they didn't drive it very much. It had 32,000 miles. But like the 300E that's got almost 150,000 miles, you know, you clean the interior, then you apply leather, this leather cream, you know, Armor All, whatever, all this stuff. That stuff just builds up on all your surfaces, you know. I mean, you think you're cleaning it off, you know, with a sponge or something, and it just sticks, all that sticks there. So what I'm going to do is I've got that little steam cleaner, and I'm going to steam clean all the parts that you add dressings to so that it's perfectly clean, and then add another coat of dressing, if that makes any sense. But just trying to get all that old stuff on the steering wheel, you know, I mean, it's like finger grease and stuff like that. Anyways, I gotta put this thing away. Okay, finally muscled it in here. Can you believe I got this thing through this little tiny doorway? I mean, it's it's not real wide. So just leave it like that. It's up against the wall. It's not going anywhere. Protected in case the roof leaks. And when you think about it, can you imagine back in 1991, and you buy this car and it's, I don't know, $85,000, $90,000 car, and you've got to do all this work to get the top off. Be like, oh yeah, no problem. My wife and I can do it. It's supposedly only 73 pounds. It's aluminum, but it's still heavy. It's just big and awkward and easy to scratch stuff. This thing works pretty good. You know, everybody's got all kinds of contraptions to remove the top. And this is the way I've been doing it for 10 years. It hasn't fallen yet, but I'm always like, please don't fall. Please don't fall, don't. You know, anyways, I think I'll drive it around a little bit. This thing drives so nice. So smooth. Got the muffler delete and it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's real quiet. If you ever want to do this to yours, it's quiet when you're not getting on it, but if you want to get on it and make it loud, it'll definitely do it. Okay, so I got a bucket with really hot water. I put some Dawn dish soap in it for the soap to clean grease out of the seat belt here. Then I just have a brush. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. I just have this brush. This is just stuff I have laying around the house. It's a nice soft. It's soft. I don't think you'd want to use something real hard on this. And now, I think I'm going to get my little steam cleaner and steam some of this grease out of here, if there is grease. Who knows if this will work? Maybe it won't work. Then once I got it steamed out, I'm going to wash it in clear water and get the soap out of there. Because if you leave that soap in there, that soap can get sticky and attract dirt. So you want to clean all that out. At least that's what I figure. Yeah, this is just a easy home handheld cleaner. I got this for $25 at a store called Aldi's, but that was a couple years ago. But they sell these type on Amazon. They're not real big. You know, you gotta. It came with a bunch of attachment hoses like that. This I don't use. This I do use. This I found out. This is a squeegee, and it hooks up, and you can clean like the windows, like the inside with the squeegee. Oh my God, and steam. It gets out, at least on the inside. I'm gonna do the inside of this one. I did that van, a Kia van. It's got a lot of plastics in it, and the inside of the windshield, I could never get that clean. I tried everything, and I mean every cleaner, lighter fluid, all this stuff. And what it is there's this off-gassing process that the plastics, after a certain amount of time, 10 years, they just start releasing some of their composition, and some of it is oily, and it gets on the window, and no matter what you put on there, you're just moving that oil around. Drives me crazy. Mostly you'll see it like when you're parked and the sun's going down and the sunlight's going through, and you look outside and you go, holy smokes, it looks like somebody took mayonnaise. So it was driving me crazy. So I figured I'm going to try to steam it. I saw somebody on YouTube doing that. And I just took a big sponge like this. I put it in the Dawn dishwashing soap. Oh, I also put some Dawn in here like this, an empty bottle. Yeah, I just squirted the windshield down, had this wet, and went like this, and got the soap on there, and then I squeegeed it from top to bottom. Didn't take long. Didn't wear you out, if you're in there like this, in weird places inside. I did all the inside of the windows, man. They came out just perfect, like brand new. But yeah, the off-gassing. Sometimes you'll see your tires, when they get older, they'll start turning brown on the outside. That's off-gassing, so anyways, there's that. So here it is, little thing. Comes in real handy for all kinds of things around the house. But yeah, I'm just gonna, spray some steam on it. All right, let's see what color this water is. Yeah, a little dirt. Yep, a little yellow. Okay. Yeah, so I got this in clean water. Then I used the steam on it. Went from one direction all the way down, and the steam kind of just blows all the stuff out of it too from the backside. You can see all the bubbles coming out. And then I sucked it out with that thing. It doesn't work real good. So I'll just use a towel to get most of the water off so it dries quickly, and then just lay it down. But it's got to be done on a warm day, Or you could do it like this and then just close your car up and let the sun heat up the interior probably. We'll see what happens. Let's wait about, I don't know, 4 hours. The rest, I need to do a little bit of a detail work in here, not much. This car sits pretty much in the garage most of the time. I don't drive it that much because there's so many goony drivers around here. Maybe during the week when the kids are in school, but it's like the traffic is just insane here for population of a little over 100,000, but a lot of people are moving here because the housing is more affordable than like Los Angeles or along the coast, you know, where it's double the price. Okay, so it's dried off pretty much. That's better, huh? Still a little laggy. Now what happens is if you extend this a little bit, I think it's all the way up, that'll help it retract. When this is all the way down, the headrest, then there's not enough recoil, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. You know, I was thinking you could take this mechanism apart, get to the reel, and lubricate the reel down there on the both sides where it fits. Maybe that might help. I've seen videos where people, not on these kind of cars, but on American cars or something like that, they get to the reel where it's spring loaded, and they turn it back and tighten it up a little bit like that, and then, I don't know, put a pin in or something, and it beefs up the spring. But I don't really want to do that. There's an explosive charge in this, the squib, for when you get an accident, and it tightens the belt. But that's pretty good. I mean, you know, hey, get in there. See, that part is really, really heavy, this part. And these seatbelts they're real heavy duty, at least compared to the van and the Lincoln. These are just bigger, beefier, but that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm gonna leave it like that. Sorry, John. That's what I use. Okay, doing better. At least I got the dash and this part done. Did this seat, that. Got to turn the car around tomorrow, do the other side. I just got to maybe vacuum it out. I've got this, that, and all around here to work on. It's time consuming, and this. It takes forever to do all this stuff. But it's looking pretty good. Pretty blue. It's weird because it looks black, but it's blue. So I'm still working on kind of detailing and cleaning this side here. This morning I got this and this. I use what do I use? Being that that's all leather, so I used some of this stuff here on a I got a sponge, kind of damp. Put some on there, and then put it on, and it'll leave like little white, trails on the stitching. So I just have a clean toothbrush go like that, and it works it in. It disappears. Rag this too. The door's done. It's a lot of work doing this. I still gotta vacuum this side. Then I can turn the car around. I also did this one and this here. I mean, it's 30 years old, and right now I'm working on this wonderful thing. They all break. If you got one of these cars, you know what I mean. It's all kinds of stuff that, some of it's built real strong, some of it is just plastic. So these are the sliders here that they slide right about to here. Well, these have both broken off over the years. This one's pretty clean, but you can see it's got little nubs on it that I imagine are supposed to be a little bit longer, and I think the tips break off maybe a little bit. Couldn't be much of a tip, but they're probably, they're put on and they're probably heated up from the backside so it stays on, and then eventually if I'm going like this, you know, it breaks. This one here is in pretty bad shape. I think I tried to fix this one. Come on, camera. I think the last time I used an ABS black plastic for PVC. It works if it's black on black plastic, but this is kind of a vinyl material, and this is plastic. So I've been researching. There's all kinds of glues out there, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go spend another $10 on thing of glue, and I got all this different glue around here. So what I'm thinking of doing, I was gonna use super glue, and I said, wait a minute, that's not gonna work on vinyl. They do have a vinyl super glue. You gotta buy all this stuff. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that. So this is plan of action. I'm scraping all this remnant here that I butchered last time. Always in a hurry. That's why it's good though, when you're doing stuff like this, you know, you're not under any pressure. It takes several days to do it, you know, because you start ending up being kind of frustrated after about 4 hours. It's kind of like house cleaning. I hate house cleaning. I got to do it, but I don't like it. I don't know anybody who does. So this is what I'm going to go. I'm going to go contact cement. Since I already have this, I bought it for another project, but I've used it on various automotive products or automotive fixes. And this is like $10 Walmart. It's like $10 everywhere. Some places don't sell it because people like to sniff glue, and it's kind of under lock and key. World we live in. The camera's not focusing there. So basically what you do with this stuff is you clean all the surface out that you're going to glue together. Put it on a little bit, you know, I mean, with a toothpick or something. Lay it on this part and on that part. And you let it sit there and tack up for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then you press them together, hold and press, and it will not come off. You know, I mean, it will not come off. The only way you can get it off is with a blow dryer, and you heat the area up and then slowly start lifting, and it kind of melts that sticky adhesive. I mean, I was working on a project where it was a big giant harp that I had to repair, and my son brought home. This thing was 6 feet high with this big huge soundboard and 40 strings, and it had a soundboard where it was plywood and then a really expensive veneer top surface for looks, you know, flame wood. And I said, oh gosh, you know, I started looking up the price, and it was like $100 just for that little, you know, buying a little sheet of veneer like that. It's kind of expensive. So I said, yeah, I wonder if I can peel that off. And luckily the guy had used this stuff. And so I started at one end, and with a heat gun, I just started heating the top of it, you know, without burning it, heating it, and then putting a spatula or a paint scraper thing under it. And slowly I got the whole thing off, and I was able to reuse that and put it on the new soundboard that I constructed. Worked perfectly. You know, it doesn't lift up or anything. So that's, you know, that's something that you can also use, you know, when you see some of the vinyl parts that start, you know, the vinyl material that starts pulling away and lifting, you know, they all kind of do it. The 300E, the door pillars, all that vinyl that they have on it, it's kind of shrinks in the sun, or it starts pulling up along the edges on both sides, all over the whole car. It gets like that when they're, you know, out in the hot sun, stuff like this. Luckily, this car is in the shade, garage queen, spoiled. Anyways, that's just a tip. Okay, this is my setup. So I'm just going to take some of this and put it on here. I know one of these little ears broke off a long time ago. I think I glued that back. It's still working. Tape it off. Yeah. So first I'm just going to apply. You know what I really should do is kind of goes in like, not the easiest. Yeah, I'm going to put this tape and get it right to where it's going to be at. That way I can put the glue on this. It's not going to be showing. Okay, I got it on. You'll see a little bit of residue right here. When that dries with your fingernail or little screwdriver, it kind of balls up like a piece of gum, you know? And so you can remove that, where other glue will just, you know, just be on there forever. This stuff, you kind of still a little bit wet, so but yeah, it'll ball up. Okay, so let that sit for a while without touching it. Okay, I'm done. Interior's done. I had turned the car around, vacuumed, did the same thing to the other side. So now the interior is clean. It's a lot easier to clean it when you don't have a top on it. Can you imagine getting in the back areas to clean all that? So it's all clean. The little things are glued back on. Check out the stripes. Yeah. So now it's ready. So I don't think I have anything really left to do to this car. Then the next project is the 300E over there, waiting its turn. The poor car that sits out in the sun and the rain and the frost and all the cycles. And then there's the Lincoln. It's always, I never have to do anything to that car. It just runs and runs and runs, and everything works on it. I guess that's why they used them for taxis and limo service and all kinds of stuff. Panther platform. Okay, anyways, John, I'm out until I see you again. Bye.